1896, an important art collector in Chicago hired Callahan Art & Associates to deliver and install a Rodin bronze sculpture. The sculpture Eve, a favorite subject of Rodin, was cast in an edition of 8 under the authority of the Musée Rodin by the famous E. Godard Foundry in Paris. 16 years later, in 2012, he again contracted us, this time to fabricate a new pedestal for the sculpture. Their new house was using a lot of Texas limestone. We found a quarry in Texas that had a vein of limestone that matched what was being used in their flooring and wide enough to accommodate a boulder large enough for the pedestal. The boulder, once cleaved from the vein, was trucked to our studio in Chicago and began its transformation into a pedestal. Using a gang saw, it was cut into a cube. The original pedestal revolved with the bronze. We found this to be visually disturbing, so we designed and engineered a recessed Lazy Susan so that the 640-pound sculpture appears to sit on the stone, yet revolve effortlessly. The inside of the bronze is hollow, with 2 mounting flanges. In order to achieve the appearance of Eve, resting on top of the limestone pedestal and rotating effortlessly, an indiscreet mounting plate needed to be fabricated. This custom mount was necessary to attach the rotating mechanism and the stabilizing axial rod. All of this work again was done by hand to exacting standards, precisely following the contour of the sculpture. All of our work at Callahan Art & Associates meets museum standards. The edges were then patinated to match the bronze. Throughout the process, the piece was repeatedly fitted on the stone and inspected for flaws. Here we can see the 3,000-pound pedestal being fitted with a felted rotating mechanism and the axial hole with its PVC sleeve bushing. The stainless steel axial stabilizing rod was then threaded into our mount and the sculpture gently lowered onto the pedestal. Precise tolerances were critical so the 640-pound bronze appears to rest on the stone. The sculpture now revolves with a gentle push of a finger. Callahan Art & Associates then installed the sculpture in a small antechamber off a sunroom in the client's residence.